Hi, I'm Shannon McGee, strategic business coach and franchise owner with Network in Action and NIAX here in the metropolitan Nashville area. And today I have Elise Cambournac with the Catalyst Multiplier. Thanks for joining me today, Elise.
You're very welcome. Happy to be
So
here.
I'm super excited. I want to hear your story. So tell me your entrepreneurial journey. Like what led you up to, having your own business and what you do today?
Well, it's been a journey to say the least. I spent over 2 decades as a senior executive and more of the tech and healthcare space. And I've been a or CEO twice. One time when I lived in India, so different culture, different environment, and most recently here in Nashville as my last role. And so I've been leading global teams through growth, transformation, organizational changes. And when I left my last role, I realized that what I wanted to do is really use that experience to help business owners build that strong culture and strong leadership teams so that they can deliver on their strategy. In a sense, I realized that was my superpower as an executive, and I wanted to help executives and business leaders, especially those small, medium-sized businesses that are right now trying to scale with intention. I want that to be forefront for them and help them accelerate that growth.
I love that. So this leadership consulting, how does someone know, right? Like they're so buried and busy in their business, they're buried in their business. How do they know, or what are some of the like symptoms, pain points somebody might be having that should say like, hey, talk to Elise?
There's different things, and my service offerings go anywhere from leadership development all the way to culture transformation. Uh, I would say, how would they know? I think as my target client or CEO of those small, medium-sized companies that are going through growth, and their pain point is we have a great strategy, but the team's not fully on board, or I don't get the results that we expect. How can we accelerate? How can we do things better? We're buried into we've always done it this way. How do I make changes in my organization? And a lot of that time, or a lot of times, it doesn't really show as a people challenge. It could be in their mind, a process challenge, a bandwidth challenge, a skill set challenge, but in the end, it's really a people alignment challenge. So that's one way to think about my organization and what can I help CEOs with. And the second aspect is a little more tactical, is they have leaders that they want to groom, to grow, to coach as their potential successor or build a stronger C-suite. Maybe it's a time for this organization to go from managers to maybe more experienced C-level. How do we bring that leadership, mid-level management to senior level? And that's where I play a role, and I have curriculum and programs to help with that.
I love that. A couple of things listening, this coaching CEOs, you've been there. You've been a CEO
Hmm.
yourself, right? You're not just someone who's been through some certification program that you're like, and now I'm doing this thing. You have walked the
Correct.
walk, right? And the other thing is, I feel like it's a personal pain point for me that a lot of companies like promote from within, which is great, but they expect somebody's skill set to suddenly, like, first you go to now you're managing people and they don't necessarily train you how to manage people. And then to your point, as you get up in this C-suite, it's a different skill set,
Hmm.
and people need to like, gosh, the return on investment is huge of investing
Right.
in your people, in your leadership team.
Right.
And I love that you offer both of those. I also like that you pointed out that it's not an obvious people or culture thing. Something's broken.
Hmm.
And in my opinion, without people, we don't have a business anyway. So
Correct.
the
Yeah.
fact it all kind of comes back to people is actually not surprising. But I believe there's a lot of entrepreneurs and professionals that can't connect those dots,
Right. Yes. I
you
agree.
know? So for you, who are some of your ideal client? Are there industries? Is there size?
I think it's mostly size. I've also realized that while I came from more of a healthcare tech background, where I spent most of my career in especially tech, I realize this is universal. Goes across all industries.
Mhm.
Working with right now nonprofits, professional services, construction, concrete business. It's very interesting to see that it's applicable to all kinds of industries. My target would be what I would call the lower mid market. Everybody has different numbers, but it's post revenue. I would say $2 to $200 million. It really depends on, I think, the size of the team more than the revenue, and
Right.
the maturity of that group and that leadership. You can be a $200 million company with 5 people on the team,
Mhm.
and the needs will be different than a $20 million company with 50 people. So,
I love that
uh,
you point that out because a lot of people stick in this little time frame, and I'm like, but every or this marker of a number of employees or just revenue, and it's different. Like
right, it's very
it can
different.
differ, right? And I love the fact that honestly, coming out of a tech background and working with others, you just have a different insight. In my own experience, you bring something different to the table when you have experience in different
Mhm,
in different industries, and that's a value you bring
mhm.
to your clients. So I love this conversation, Elise. If someone wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to reach you?
Best way to reach me is, if you don't have my email, I can share my email, but
Yeah.
directly through my email. So that's Elise at thecatalyst.multiplier.com, or a message on LinkedIn. I'm paying attention. I'm more responsive, obviously, to my email. The LinkedIn going in daily, it's just not as much a part of my workflow, but I'm honoring all those requests. And the platform I'm mostly on is LinkedIn for sure.
Perfect. Well, this has been great. I've enjoyed hearing your story, but I'm really love how you're helping companies, grow, succeed, and build those foundations to scale.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for having me, Shannon.
You're welcome.